Well, hello and good morning. Sorry for the couple of minutes late, but my little precious daughter was a little sick today. So we had to take care of her and get her out the door for school, which I think we maybe barely just got her out. We'll see. The wife's taking her. But that's why we're a slight tardy this morning, but we're here. We're ready to go. It's a glorious Tuesday minus all that, but you gotta be a dad first, y'all. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like this can wait, but we're here. We're ready to talk about all kinds of good fun stuff and be amongst friends today. Look it out, check it out. Got the horror mug today. Friday the 13th. Get that October Halloween spirit rocking and rolling. What you guys got? What you drinking? What you drink? Well, it's because you know the drill, y'all. And so let's get that drill going. You know the drill. Grab a drink, grab a snack. Oh, because it is now time for the morning mug. Hey, my friends, welcome back to the morning mug. Now let's chat. Oh, yeah, let's chat indeed. Got my little iced tea and my horror mug ready to go. What you guys got? Everybody's coming on in to the cafe. Grab a chair. We're all hanging out at the same big, giant table, y'all. Chatting it up, having just a blast today. So let's that. Let's get look at and look, the door just opened, and who sat down? Hey, Jim, it's just Moody. It's just Moody's here. hang on, gotta get my throat working. Hang on. I've been doing dad stuff. Hold on. Me, la 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 la. I got you. Just Moody's here, y'all. There we go. Howdy, Mr. Huck. There you go. Dave Aroni's here. Hey, Huck, how you doing this morning? Looking forward to your live stream. It's finally here. I just ordered 4 things from Prime Day. Oh, yeah, y'all. Look. He's teeing it up for us, because here's one of the things I was going to show y'all with the little huckster there. Shablam. There it is. It is Prime Day for October 8th and 9th. Huckster approved. So, yeah, man. Anybody else loading up their carts? Let's shine a little morning mug for you. There we go. A little morning mug. Throw up the ticker. Get it rocking and rolling. And see who else is kicking in the cafe. Nikki's Movie House is here. Good morning. Hope you have a fantastic day. Well, I hope you also have a fantastic day, Nikki. It's off to a good start every time you guys are here. Like the monkey. I don't need to roll the dice to tell I loved this Joker the best. Aha. It could not have ended better. The ending makes me wish they made more merch for it, but surprisingly, this Joker barely has any. Well, I'm glad you loved this one that way, Monkey. That's the beauty of movies. We all see it differently. I know Collector Movie Man liked it. I didn't really care for it, and you loved it. So there's a fantastic tier of the way we all saw that movie. What up, dog? Look, John No Juggalo is here. We did a fun stream last night on Mega Mike, the Movie Man's channel. We did the entire Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. We ranked them for ourselves and as a collective. And it got pretty heated, y'all. Not really, but it was super fun. So if you have not had a chance to go and see that, Mike, I don't know if you're in here yet, but if you're here, go ahead and throw up the link so people can go check out our show. Right. And yes, my cup doth runneth over with friends, good people like you guys. And also to catch the thief on 4K Paramount. What presents today? I have to Get Out, Us, double feature, limited edition Steelbook, Sleepy Hollow, Noise. That is good stuff. So see, we already know what you're getting. And one thing we do need y'all to get is on that like button. Smack it, smash it, tap it, slash it. Slash it I love the handle on this. It's literally Jason Voorhees' machete. And you just grab that machete, baby. Chug away. Did you see Gladiator 2 tickets went on sale just a few minutes ago? I did not, because I was too busy to take care of my kid. Howdy, Mr. Jeff. And I also finished the Patrick Stewart autobiography. Yes, you told me you were going to be finishing that last night. Well, hello, Van Gool. Greetings, mon frere, on a Tuesday morning, as always. Hey, Steve. Let's see. Prime Day, the prices are good, but could be better. I think that is always the case. I think lately people are like, they're not as good as they used to. But still, if they are a good deal, oh, man, you know what I found last night? This is cool. I don't, and these were not Prime at all. I'm going to call it up so I can tell you guys what I've done. So if you've noticed on some movies, it says clip this coupon. And you can save like $3-4. So y'all, I don't know what it was, but several movies that I've had in my cart for a while or in my wish list, because I make a lot of wish lists. I don't have one for this. One of you guys recommended I should make a wish list for here, but I don't care. Y'all let me know if you want me to do that. But so on this, so there's that movie Inner Space. I really enjoyed Inner Space. That had a coupon. Cool World, Brad Pitt had a coupon, and the Heavy Metal Steelbook, which I never got, had a coupon, and they were normally $11.99, $20.49, and $28.49, and on each of those it took off $6, $6.14, $6.83 off that Steelbook, and $3.48 off like Cool World or something like that. So everything was like under $15, and well, I mean, Inner Space was literally like $8. Like, so it was like getting a deal on Groove, and it had nothing to do with Prime Day. So I don't know what kind of deals are going to happen on Prime Day, but honestly, the coupon thing scored for me, which was great. And there it is, Fishman. What up, Fish? Fish was also part of our show last night. We had such a good time. Hello, Morning Muggles and G'day, mate. Cheers and all that fabulous stuff down under. I am so pleased you're here. Keep coming back all the time. Love it. First year. That's right. Family than me. Like I had to just wait till she was in the car. Good. And like, I don't even know what time it is. I came in, it's 8:05. So thank you guys for hanging in there and waiting. Drinking coffee this morning. Just got done having breakfast and waffles and a piece of sausage. That sounds delightful. Always on these Tuesday mornings, I can only squeeze in a cereal, but it was a delicious bowl of, Honey Nut Cheerios. Vodka. Attaboy. Look at Just Moody getting the day going with some vodka. Some vodka. Hey, Holland Oats. Greetings, Hollander. Oh, only for you, bruh. But there you go. Good morning back at you. It's Mr. Oats. Hello, Huckish. Hey, almost here. How you doing today? Have you had breakfast? I did. As I just mentioned, I had some honey bunches of oats and a banana. That's how I do on Tuesday, because I'm getting 2 gals out the door for the price of 1. Not even for the price of 1. I'm getting 2 gals out the door, period, with lunches and all that good stuff. I tell you, it's like I'm Alice or Mrs. Brady on the Brady Bunch. Bags in hands. I'm like, go, snatch them. They go. Man, I tell you, I'm just saying, I'm the lunch maker in the family. And it's nice to hear they enjoyed their lunch for the day. Sometimes it just ends up being sandwiches because we have no more leftovers with the good stuff. But, although today was not a sandwich. Brooke got some good stuff. It's a little sausage with some pasta and some herbs in that pasta. Reheated it to perfection. You also have to become a reheater perfectionist. That's this guy. Right? You don't just slop something all together in a bowl, 30 seconds, take it out, put it in a thermos. Oh, no, mon frere. You have to do them separately. If you want perfection, you have to take the sausage, you warm that up, you take the pasta, you warm that up separately to perfection. Then you combine the 2 perfections, stir them into a third perfection, and put it into that. That's what I'm saying. Put it right in that thermos. She gonna have a glorious day. She gonna like, Dad, I don't know what you did, but it was perfect. She never says that. But here we go. I'm still waiting on the cup. Oh, nice. You ordered a cup. You ordered one of my here you go. Here's a merch plug, y'all. Uh, there's a Hooks Pop Culture Cafe mug if you guys are interested in snagging some merch. I got the red one, and I believe Dave picked up the blue one, which I appreciate. That's nice, man. That's nice. See, you got a genuine cafe cup, so you know whence to drink in your coffee. It's like being at the cafe. Hey there. Are you expecting Joker 2? Folie do uh, before Joker 1 successful. I'm not sure what that means. Are you expecting for Joker Folie do before Joker 1 successful? I think you're just, am I expecting Joker 2 to be successful? Not really. It has not started hugely, but we're going to get to that. I have the box office that we will be talking about, and we'll do that maybe first. But let me just read a few more of these, and we'll go. Well, you've teed it up for me. We'll go right to it. And there's another one, Horror Collector. It was fun and very expensive. And I have a banner for that as well. So I will talk about that. But oh my gosh, y'all. Let's see. Yeah, it was pretty insane. Like I like I should not have done what I did. Hang on, there's something I want to make sure I share with you guys there. Let's go. Let's do that one. All right, that one is on its way to the pewter. There we go. You heard that? It's the sound of success. And let me bring it in here. So during this convention, maybe I'll just rap about that a little bit now. I ran into somebody I did a video for. If you guys recall, a little bit earlier this year, I did a really cool interview with Dan Monroe from Movies, Music, and Monsters. And we had such a fantastic time. And he had a booth out there at the LA Convention Center. But I did not, like, by the time I got done with all the stuff I was doing, I ran down there and he had just left. It was only like 4:30. I was like, dude, like, you guys stay till 6, you know? So I tried to get up with him and he had already left. But, you know, as fate would have it, the next day, my daughter was seeing a play in downtown LA, literally 5 blocks from the hotel he was staying at, for this convention. So I ran over there, had a quick little howdy hey with Dan Monroe for like 10 minutes in the lobby of his hotel. And then I Ubered him. I'm not an Uber, but I gave him a free Uber ride, y'all, back to the LA Convention Center for LA Comic Con. So here we are right here. Shablam! Look at that, y'all. That's a good time right there. It's Dan Monroe and his lovely wife. There's Debbie. And there's moi. I mean, I'm telling you, it's like Chewbacca and Luke Skywalker right there. Because Dan is a very tall dude. Super tall, y'all. But yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time, man. I love Dan. He's cool. And we're probably going to do a follow-up, like a new interview maybe later on this year before the end of the year, maybe for Christmas time or something. So be on the looks out for that. That's going to be fun. Yeah, it was a brief encounter, but yeah, I'll talk a little bit more on that a little bit later. So are you on Wet Movie Ones? Oh yeah, nice. Looks like you spent some money. Yeah, we'll get to that. It was it's one of the worst ones, y'all. But I'll tell you more. Horror. I saw at LA Comic Con was the Addams. Yep, they were right there. It was Addams Family and Back to the Future. In my opinion, you do not do 2 reunions at the same place. Because I luckily I'd met Christina Ricci at the Hollywood show like last year, so I didn't need to meet her. But it would have been great to have all the Addams Family people sign my poster. But that wasn't going to happen, and I'll get into that just a bit. I got Face Off 4K for a little over 15 smackos. Okay, that's cool. Now, Just Moody, is that good for you? Like, it's 15? Like, you're happy with that? Or you're like, it could have been better. But maybe that's a title that's always floating over that $20 mark, 22, 25. So 15, that's a hell yeah snag it price. Let me know. Caveman is here. What up, gang? Hit that like button. Please do. Caveman, smack it with your club. FYI, another prime deal is Patrick Dempsey's Some Girls for $9. Brent, how are you? That's a deal right there. I saw somebody showing that off the other day. I was like, Some Girls. Was it Sue? Can't remember. Sub-Zero in the house, y'all. What was that in my mug? Hello back to you, Corey. There it is. Wow. Sorry about it. What is that? There's some stuff in my mug on that one, y'all. Let's see. Corey, what's going on, buddy? Corey's such a good dude, y'all. If you've not subbed over to Corey channel, which is Wilkie's Movies and Music, get over there, hit it. It's good stuff, man. Did you see the Warner Brothers set for only $50 and Babylon 5 series for only $50? Dang, that is great. Which Warner Brothers sets? Like all of them? 50? Are you kidding, caveman? 50. Oh, really? Man, we're doing this. Is Amazon Prime Day, y'all. Let's see. Wow, that is ridiculous. Warner Brothers, would that be just like collection Blu-ray? Let's try that. Let's try that. Holy hand grenades, guy. Unbelievable. I mean, I got those for a good deal, but geez, that's heartbreaking to see that. Oh my God. That is fantastic. $50, caveman. That is the tip of the day, son. And let's see, what do I got? I got 3 of them. I think it's the, you know what? It's funny. I wonder if they don't have the one that I want or don't have yet. Nope, there it is. So ironically, the one I don't have is the black one, which is the thriller sci-fi horror. It's not even available. All the other ones are $50. The ones that I have, oh my God, for the price of one, because they're normally list price $150. You're getting all 3. Oh, y'all, that's I mean, it's still expensive. Still cheaper than going to the LA Comic Con, I'll tell you that. But Jiminy Cricket, guy. Anybody else going to pick those up? I would in a heartbeat if even just one of them was the one I still needed. Of course. That's Murphy's Law. It's like, oh, Huck, you need the black one? Sight. No can do. Everybody getting the haze in to Mr. Corey. And he's getting some haze back. How cool is that? Dude. Nice. In case you guys don't know, that's Dan Monroe's little catchphrase. Oh, by the way, I told Dan, I was like, Dan, dude, like where are your mugs at? He didn't have any mugs. Like no merch at the table. So I did give him an Uber though. I should tell him like he's gonna come back for Monster Palooza. I will suggest to him that he bring merch with him because he did pretty well. They stuck him in the back corner, y'all. It was like the worst spot. It's like in the gaming floor, by the way, which isn't the right place for Dan at all. Like he's a pop culture horror thing. He needs to be up in the main floor because that's where that audience is. But they put him because they gave he was with an effects company who does a lot of the stuff for Dan, like a lot of the restorations of the heads and stuff like that. These guys were so great. Gave him a free table, but to get the free table, he was literally in the back corner, boom, like behind everything. I almost didn't find him. I was like, my friend said he's down here. I've looked, and like finally, I just literally went to the very back corner, saw they had a Scooby-Doo van there. Of course, I'm a Scooby-Doo fan, so I had to go get a picture of the van. So I'm like, that was cool. And had I not been distracted by the van and taken a right, there he was, right in the back corner next to the van. So if I wasn't distracted by the Scooby van, that's how in the corner this guy was. So, but for Monster Palooza, that's totally, that whole convention's his wheelhouse. So he's going to do great. But I'm going to recommend he bring some mugs with him. Maybe that'll be my Uber fee. He's like, remember I Ubered you? It cost you 1 mug. And I'll just say, how cool is that? So let's see. I'm drinking fruit punch in honor of Joker Folie Deux. Nice. Nice picture. Oh, thanks, man. Let's see. Here we go. You can get Rad Blu-ray on Prime for less than 10. Now that's rad. How rad is that? Any idea why Addams Family Values 4K wasn't released in time for everyone to get their 4K sign? No. Well, I think the conventions are already set. I think, and those type of things, like when they release movies and stuff like that, those are already set. So the ebb and flow is, yeah, it wasn't in time for us, but it's going to be in time for someone else's convention. So that's a boomer. But look, I had I have in my possession, y'all, because in the 80s, I was a big poster collector. An original Addams Family rolled, an original Back to the Future. And people are saying that thing by itself, no signatures, is like $1,000 poster. And I brought that with me to get signed, but oh my God, that was going to be so horribly expensive, like offensively expensive, because they charge more for a poster. Like an 8x10 is one price, a poster and other things like that are another price. And then they have what's called a bulky signature. So if you're getting like hoverboards or, Funko Pops or things like that, that's got a different fee. I'm like, guys, it's still just the signature. I don't understand why this has turned into such a nitpicky little thing. It must be some sort of deal because they think you're going to take that hoverboard and put it on eBay and make a fortune on it. So they're going to charge you a little bit more for that. Because you'll definitely get more for something like a signed hoverboard than an 8x10. But the movie poster, I know I couldn't do it because once you buy those signatures, once you buy those signatures, there's no refund. No refund, y'all. So I wasn't going to buy those until I walked in the door because I had to make sure that nothing was going to keep me from going there. Something wasn't going to be some accident or whatever. I don't know. I just didn't go because those are so expensive. So by the time I sat down and started plotting out those signatures, they only allot so many bulky signatures, so many premium signatures like the poster, and until they run out. And Michael J. Fox had run out of premium signatures, which would be the poster. Now, sure, I could probably pay the even higher price for the bulky thing and just have him sign the poster, but you're just throwing away money. So I was just like, well, if I can't get Michael on this, what's the point? It's got to be all four or nobody. So I got this instead. I'll just go ahead and talk about it right now. This is what I got, y'all. This is what's hanging on the wall behind me, right over there. It's Biff up there in the corner. And then underneath that is Christopher Lloyd. Look at that nice signature. And then to the right, Michael J. Fox and Leah Thompson. Right there, y'all. So that's a pretty sweet deal right there. And what I intend to do with that is take it to a professional framing shop, do a nice mat around it, maybe with the colors of Back to the Future, get a Back to the Future logo that they can put in that mat. And then that'll look better than just a regular frame like that. It'll make it stand out, make it pop. And then, down the road, if I ever need to sell it or if I'm like gone and like give everything to my family, they're like, oh, look, he left us this Back to the Future signed by 4 people. Let's sell that. That's how I think. And it's funny because most everything I always get when it comes to a signature, they're all personalized to me. Always. But this is the one, whenever I get something multiple signed, I don't do to Huck or to Brian or anything like that because I just don't want to see my name 50 times on a poster or 4 times on this 8x10. It's just nauseating to think like, okay, I get it. So things like this are just the signature from the artist. So that would be one they could resell. All my other ones though, like there's Elvira, y'all, right there. Unless your name's Brian, you're not going to get the Elvira photo, or if you just want to own it because it used to be the Huckster's in his private collection, you can do that. But yeah. So where should we move on? Hold on, let's see where we're at. Because you guys are rock stars. Oh my goodness, look at this. Tiana, oh you darling, is here throwing a super sticker in the house. Holy hand grenades, girl. She loves it. She does this because she likes to see me dance. So that means, I got to get my boy Carlton, let's do it. Hot dog, man. Tiana knows how to get me moving and grooving in the morning. There we go, y'all. Look at that. Energy flowing, going. And got the red going, y'all, for some Halloween spookness. Got some red. Did the red go off behind me down there too? Can't see it behind the microphone. Ready? Well, there it is. See the red highlighting all my vehicles. Got my yeah. It's another thing too. See that there's a little DeLorean right there. Oh, there. People were having DeLoreans signed, y'all. So many DeLoreans. Some massive in scale, some about like that, but tons of DeLoreans getting signed. That was pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, all right. So here let's just tee this up since we've kind of talked a lot about it. We'll pop this up, pop me in the thing. Yeah. So this is what happened over the weekends. The LA Comic-Con. It was. I can't even tell you that it was fun, and here's why. Because my sole intention to go was to meet this cast. I'd already met Thomas F. Wilson at the Hollywood show, so that bought me some time. So I didn't have to stand in his line ever, which was good because the crowd here was so much bigger. See, this is why I hate these bigger conventions as opposed to the smaller ones. The smaller ones, man, it's a lot less wait time. And yeah, I mean, this was just atrocious with the waiting. So the way it worked is all of these celebs, including like the Addams Family cast and everybody else, they're all up in this one room. So it's nice to keep all those celebs in one space, nice and organized. But there was a lot of waiting. I was in line an hour early for Lea Thompson and just made the cutoff. I was the last guy until they put everybody else in the backup line. They call them the holdover line. But when I first got there for Christopher Lloyd, they had already capped his line, and he signed 3 times during the day. He signed at 10, at 2, and at 4:30 or something like that. So if you missed one, you can come back because you've bought the ticket, you've already bought it, so you're going to get the signature. It's just how much time are you going to wait in line for that signature? And so yeah, Leia was an hour early, and then once she got there, it was almost another 30, 40 minutes to get to her. Then immediately I turned around and got into the Christopher Lloyd line because I heard he was signing at 2, and it was like 1:30, so we all got in line and almost made it to Chris. We were 10 people from Chris, but he had to go do photo ops, right? Because they're also doing their photo ops. And guys, that was going to be another hour and a half wait for him to come back. So I just stood in line, got 10 people from him, and then had to wait an hour and a half before he came back. Now, the good thing is we're at the front of the line, but that's a long wait. Now, I also had the ticket for Michael J. Fox, which was at 2:55. So the good thing about these, y'all, is you make friends while you're in line. So I made friends, told the guys, hey, I'm going to go stand in the Michael line if you can hold my space, because I'm supposed to be there for 2:55. Now, here's the thing, y'all. Here's the rub. This is why I couldn't meet Dan Monroe at the convention, because my entire day was up there in that autograph room for 3 signatures. Leia, Michael, Chris. 3 signatures all day till about 4:30. So like from 10:30 to 4:30, that's where I was. Thank goodness I bought power bars and things like that to eat, because there was no leaving for lunch. I even kept drinking to a minimum so I didn't have to go to the bathroom unless it was in between signatures. Tell y'all, this was crazy. It was crazy. So fun, no, but it was nice to meet these 3 people finally, to get those great signatures all in this one thing right there. Look at that. Looking fresh, looking dope. But yeah, so I managed to get to Michael, and man, Michael's line was a machine, y'all. Like he's in his own room, like you don't even see him, and they give you very specific instructions. Your cell phone must be out of your hands, like in your pockets. If they see it, you're not getting in. So no phones in your hand. You're not taking pictures of Michael at all. And don't talk to him, because, Michael has trouble talking now. And everybody wants to say hi to Michael and say, oh, I love you. And Michael just doesn't have, because of the amount of people he's signing for, you could never speak to him. Everyone would never have a chance to speak to him because it would just take forever. So literally, y'all, they would just shove a photo in front of Michael. He just would drag that pin across the picture. They'd move it out of his way. They'd slide the next one in front of him, and he'd sign that and go. Sign it, go. Sign it, go. I mean, I almost felt bad for him. I felt like it was just like an industry line, like a conveyor belt for Michael. But I mean, he knows what he's doing. Like, he still has his faculties, but it just, it was still nice to see him. I was like, in my brain, I'm like, there's Michael. Love you, dude. All in my head. Didn't want him to go, you spoke to him. Get that guy out of here. So that's what it was like. And then, so when I finished Michael's signature, I went back praying Christopher Lloyd hadn't gotten back from his photo ops, because I was about 10 minutes late. It was 4:10 when I got back to my boys in the line. And thankfully, Chris had not come there yet. So I got back in there with my boys, and I was out within 15 minutes because he just walked in shortly after I got there. Because if I missed the window, I'm telling you, there were hundreds of people ready to get his signature. And I'd have to get back in the back of that line. It would have taken at least 2 hours, if not more. So that, I got very lucky at the end. I was so thankful for that, because I was like, oh my God, if I have to stand in this line again. So that's what it was all like. I'm just trying to give you the full breakdown of what it feels like, and then discussing it. It is as chaotic as it sounds when I tell it to you. So of all the conventions I've been to, all of them tend to have an element of fun to it, and you get to go see the vendors. I didn't see any vendors. Did not go to one vendor, except for, Dan's booth, but he wasn't there. And it was all signatures, which I don't normally do at big conventions like this. But it's also very rare you get the entire cast of Back to the Future. So I'm happy. I got this. Life is good. So yeah. So let's go ahead, while we're still down here, let's go ahead and talk about the box office, since the Joker Folie à Deux was brought up. There we go. Look at that. Folie à Deux, 40 mil. Actually, when the actuals came in, and I made this last night, y'all, as you know, I try to prep ahead of time the night before. But the actuals for the Joker were even less than that. It was 37.6. So the rest are pretty accurate. Like the Wild Robot was 18.8 technically, so made a little bit more than that. Beetlejuice, I'm just going to give the actuals I'm looking at now, was 10.1, so slightly down from that. Transformers 5.3, so that number stays the same. And Speak No Evil was pretty much the same, 2.76, so pretty much 2.8. So all the other ones are pretty much on point with their money, but Joker was like 2.5 million less than that. So the first Joker cost like, what was it, like 60 to 70 million to make, and it made like, it was in the first $1 billion club R-rated movie. Phenomenal, made super profit. And now this one comes out and it costs 200 million. And look, if you've seen this movie, I don't see the 200 million. Honestly, I do not understand, because it looks pretty much like the first one. I mean, you've got some nice, the dance numbers are lit nicely, but lighting isn't something that costs you a lot of money. Lighting is just a very talented cinematographer with the gaffer, which is the lighting person, working in tandem with the director, getting that light. That's just ambiance set. Like there wasn't massive special effects. I honestly, and the focus was always Arthur, the Joker, and Harley. So not a huge cast beyond the two of them as far as like money. Like you didn't have like an Avengers size cast that you have to pay each of them 10 million or up. So what do we think went wrong? So those of you who have seen it, and we'll talk about it in a very non-spoiler way. So as we go to talk about it, no spoilers in the chat. So I have a very cool audience. They tend to never do that. So let's stay on point there. I just think it's very different in tone than the first one. So for those of you who love the first one, this is just for me to understand why it failed. So I'm not speaking for you. I'm just in a generic way trying to explain that it doesn't have the same tone. And by the way, in my opinion, okay, so they're calling it a musical, but let's define a musical, shall we? For me, when you say a musical, I think things like Grease, West Side Story, um, movies like that, that when, Les Mis, certainly a musical. A musical is something that when you are singing, you're kind of singing about something. It's a plot, like in Grease, when they sing Summer Lovin', it's basically, if it's a conversation, but it's turned into a song, that's a musical. So they sing Summer Lovin', or she sings Hopelessly Devoted. She's singing her thoughts. Okay, movies like Purple Rain, even A Star is Born, not a musical. And this, not a musical. What it is it's a movie that has songs in it, which to me, it's a different thing. So you've got musicals over here, you got regular movies here, and you got these in the middle, which they're sort of like, I don't know, musical movies. Like, I don't think there's an actual term, or maybe this is just a subgenre of musicals. This would be the musical where it's songs, but not, they don't break into song like, Harley, let me tell you about my car. There's none of that. So, but scenes are interrupted to sing a song like you would in a musical. But in this one, they happen at the strangest times. Like, you'll be in the middle of a courtroom drama and suddenly it goes to dark, and then they're playing a song, and it's just, I don't know. I get that Todd Phillips, the director, is just, going for it and trying just to be bold and crazy and different. I don't know. It just felt to me like, you're invested in this courtroom drama scene, and then boom, right in the middle of a song. Or I don't know. It just felt like it interrupted the flow of the film several times for me. And the songs aren't memorable like Grease or even Purple Rain. For God's sake, Purple Rain, I just want to go out and buy the soundtrack. And this is just for me. I'm just talking from my point of view. If you love the songs and you want to get that soundtrack because you want to sing those songs, because those songs make you want to sing, that's great. But to me, those aren't how those songs are designed. These are not snappy, punchy, catchy songs that make you want to own the soundtrack and sing along, in my opinion. So that's why I think it's not even that kind of musical, because it's just to service what's in his head. And the inclusion of Lady Gaga, who I like, I don't care what anybody says. I think she's a fine actress. Anybody says, oh, God, she's not terrible. She's fantastic in A Star is Born. That soundtrack is to die for. I've played that to death. When that movie was over, I could not wait to own that soundtrack, and I played over. And even like Bradley Cooper's songs in A Star is Born are worth listening to. They're good. But this, to me, this does not feel, I know it's called Joker and her name is Harley Quinzel, but they never even call her Harley. They don't even bother. She's called Lee. So it's Harley, but just Lee. And I'm like, you're not even going to call her Harley. It's just Lee. So they're trying, in my opinion, again, they're trying to not even make it feel like Joker and Harley, even though there's a scene in the middle where the big sign says Joker and Harley, and you see it in the trailer, and it's all lit up and it's beautiful and the colors are great. They come out and they sing a little bit like Sonny and Cher. But in the movie, she's mostly called Lee, not Harley. And it does not feel like Harley. Like this is a whole different interpretation. And people are saying, well, this isn't the Joker. This is just an interpretation of the Joker that maybe leads to someone, because the whole film itself is talking about how Joker, this character Joker, affects society and how they think of him as, it's like a cult almost. Don't take this the wrong way. It's a little bit like Donald Trump, right? Trump is a personality that certain people follow to a very passionate degree. No matter what he does, he can do okay stuff, he can do crazy stuff. People are there, and that's what the Joker is. He's crazy, he does nutty stuff, and people are there. It doesn't matter. Like, they are all in on this guy. So the film doesn't really explore that, because that's what was happening at the end of the first movie. It doesn't explore that very much. It's all about kind of being in prison, and I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say, because I'm trying to say too much to spoil it. But in a nutshell, I didn't feel like the music gelled for me. I don't feel like this is a Joker-Harley relationship that I like. It just doesn't feel like Joker and Harley to me. And you'll see when you see the movie. And I would say, if you like the first movie, go see it, because it is unique, and it does have a voice. And you might like that voice. Monkey, you love it. And I love that you love it. So that voice spoke to Monkey quite a bit. So, anybody else? Have you seen that? And we'll just throw this up. I forgot to toss this up while I was talking about it, but this is the Joker. Folie à deux. This is just another thing I had ready to go. But I guess I could have had up the whole time I was talking about it, so there it is. But there you go. That's my talk about the Joker. I could talk about it some more, but I don't want to get all too spoily about it. Here we go. So, coming out for Friday, if you're ready for some more movies this weekend. Now, in a very limited run, is going to be Saturday Night. That's the movie I most want to see. It's about the 90 minutes leading up to the very first Saturday Night Live. And I love that premise. I love that it's the 90 minutes before that, like the chaos. That's exciting. But it's in very limited theaters, probably not even like 10 theaters, I think. Let me look for you guys. Saturday night, it says it's going to be in 5 theaters. Now, I assume it's going to get a bigger run after that, unless they're shooting for just a streaming thing for this. But I hope it's here. I hope LA is one of the cities. But the thing is, it's only in 5 theaters. LA is a big town. I don't know which theater that would be. And I'm sure there's going to be probably a couple in New York and maybe some in LA. But I have no clue what theater that would be. If it's remotely near me, and maybe the week after, it'll come out in a bigger run, like a limited but more theaters. And of course, now you got Terrifier 3 coming out on October 11th. And the new Lego movie, Piece by Piece. Ooh, baby, wanna get to you, girl. I know it's not Pharrell, but this has got the music by Pharrell. Pharrell Williams, y'all. So there you go. Any of those striking a nerve on anybody? How we doing, by the way, caveman? How's our looks? How's our likes? Y'all doing good? What do we got? 24 watching. Let me hit the refresh on that. We got 9 likes. I only see 9 likes. Oh my goodness! Come on, y'all. We've at almost an hour. We don't even have 15 yet. Shazam, y'all. Look at this. I'm pumping out all this enthusiasm and energy for you in the morning. Let's go. All right, so let's go ahead and all right, I'm going to get back to you guys here in just a second. So that's what's coming out on the 11th. If you're excited, who's excited for this? Matthew Lillard teases that Five Nights at Freddy's sequel return. He thinks it's a fantastic script. So I enjoyed the first one enough. Like, I don't play the game. My daughter does, so she was big on seeing the movie. But I thought it was cute. It wasn't super scary, but it was fun, I thought. And then also, Ewan McGregor. So this was also at the convention. Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen were there. They were the big names. I mean, I would say Christina Ricci, Michael J. Fox, Chris Floyd. They're all pretty big too. So, but for some reason, Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen, they had a massive banner just for the two of them. I didn't see a banner like that for like Michael J. Fox and Chris Floyd. But so yeah, he came out saying that they are exploring ideas for Obi-Wan season 2. But don't be misled. That doesn't mean we're ever going to see an Obi-Wan 2. It just means it's nice that it's still being talked about, but there are a lot of things that are often talked about that we never see. So while this was said at the convention this weekend, I don't put a lot of stock into that statement. But yeah, so are you excited with the concept that there could be a season 2 of Obi-Wan? Let me know. And finally, before we move off all of this, Penguin, who's watching it? They're up to see episode 3. This show is just crushing it. Such a good little crime boss type show. Even if you don't know that it's like Batman and stuff like that, it doesn't matter. It feels just like a crime show because he's not dressed like a penguin. You never see Batman, even though he's mentioned in the first episode. But it's a pretty good show. And look, I just put this picture of Colin there so you can really see just how dramatically they are altering his face. Like, that's shocking. That is just shocking that he's willing to go through all that makeup torture every day just to take on a persona like the Penguin. So yeah. All right, there you go, gangs. Let's go ahead and take the graphics away. Bam. And get back to the lovely folk in the chat. All right, let's see. Just Moody, I'm going to pick up here. I would always like to pay less, but I can't usually find 4K Kinos that are for that cheap. Yes, that's the key. That's a Kino thing. That's right. Yeah. So they're definitely the lowest it tends to get is $17.99 when they're having their sales. So 15 is great. Now that you reminded me, that's the Kino thing. So yeah. Corey, I tried texting you. Oh, did you? Why? Oh, is something? Did I mess something up? Let's see. Oh, I see. Oh, thank you, bud. That's very cool. That's crazy. Thanks, y'all. Yeah, he was just saying, yeah, if anybody would like to purchase one of those, I have what's called my affiliate link, which I appreciate. Caveman reminded me of. So let's do it. Why not? If you feel like getting it, there's my affiliate link right there for volume 2. So you're still going to save money. It don't cost you nothing. So that's volume 2. What about, let's go volume 1. Why not? I want to save you guys money, and I can get like 4 pennies for my channel at the same time. So what's not to love there? Thanks, Guy. I wouldn't have thought about it during the show, but let's do it. We're sharing love. We're sharing links. We're sharing love. And it's so funny. I need to call Amazon or something. People have used my links before, and I've never seen where this money shows up. Like, I figured it would be in my, like, the gift card balance or something. It would just go in there, but I never see it. I never see it notated. So I'm like, I would like to know how much I've made to date from this. Is it like $1? And I've been doing this for like 4 years. So is it relevant to even have these links? Y'all let me know. Very nice UK, man. Thank you for that. Hey, what up, Robzilla? Going on, man? Jeff be like, B5 is showing 66. Well, yeah, let's see. Let's see what they got. Babylon. By the way, great sci-fi show, man. Babylon 5. Heck yeah. Yeah, 66.99. That's still really great for that. Like, I forget. I know my wife gave it to me for Christmas or Father's Day or something last year. And it was at a discounted price, because I always say, don't get this if it's expensive. It needs to be cheap. So there, if you haven't snagged it, 66 is great for 5 seasons on Blu-ray. But if you got those DVDs, hang on to those. You get way more swag in those DVDs, man. For Warner Brothers to treat a show like this, that's probably one of the great, not even probably, it is one of the greatest sci-fi shows of all time, to literally just put it in a bare bones sort of Blu-ray package, it's kind of a bummer. You don't even get the movies in there. Like, there's a whole movie collection that's not in this thing, so it's tragic. Go look at I did a whole unboxing and a comparison between the Blu-ray and the DVDs. It's a great video. Huck, I'm in love. I love Agatha all along, and I've seen episodes 3 and 4 12 times each. Oh, you lying. You lying, monkey. 12 times? I love the show too, dude. We watched it last night because the girls, we couldn't watch episode 3 because of timing and school and this and that and everything. So finally last night we were free to watch episode 3, and it's fun, man. I love that, man. That's a good show. Come on. And Han, what do I say? Catherine Hahn. Yeah, Catherine Hahn. She's so good as Agatha. So good. Prime Day deals for us runs from the 8th to 13th. Holy hand grenades, Horror Collector. Really, we just have it for 2 days. That is fantastic. Now, what's funny, now that is the time frame for Walmart. See, Walmart, they know this is coming. The Prime Day deal's coming. So that's their Prime Day deals. They're doing that same time frame. Is they're going from the 8th to the 13th. They're like, 2 days of fun and saving? Chumps over at Amazon. We're going to do it for 5 days. So that's great. Or 6 days. So, yeah. Count every day. But there you go. That's fine. Anyway, Jeff says, I wish I had the funds to finally jump into those box sets. Oh, I know, dude. I know. And I really don't have the funds, especially after just going to that convention and spending way too much money on those autographs. So I'm probably in a spending freeze until like Black Friday. I feel like that's what I got. That's the punishment for myself. I just ordered that set. It has all 4 Shrek movies. Oh, that's good. So it's like $10 a 4K. And Tiana, of course, thank you again for this lovely super chat. You're the best, man. Let's see. Tiana, I've been loving that Tiana says. And hey, Jeff, Eli's here saying, what up, Huckster? And everyone, what's going on? What's good, man? Oh, everybody's digging it. Everybody's digging it when new people come into the cafe. They pull up a chair, strike up some conversations. Personalized signatures give me nothing to pass down to my kids. Maybe that's not even a thought to some. No, and you know what? Honestly, Jeff, I get what you're saying because I just said that too. It's like they could sell that. But Brooke will never care, nor my wife. They don't care about any of the signatures here. So to me, I mean, yes, if they weren't personalized, I guess if there's an estate sale, they can make some money off of them. But for me, it's having met them, and when you personalize them, it just makes that memory yours. But I'm not the guy also that just goes out and gets signatures and then flips them and sells them. Those people do it all the time. And so for me, this is all just, when I'm gone, collection's gone. That's it. I mean, unless there's one they want to keep because like my Elvira, my Brooke knows I love that. Maybe, she'll hang on to that. And when every Halloween rolls around, she'll keep that because that is that's one of my favorite memories right there, meeting Cassandra / Elvira. And it says, to Brian, cruelly yours, Elvira. I just love it. It's like my favorite photo. So yeah, I hear you though. I hear you. I mean, if you're thinking in that regard, yeah, you would probably not want to personalize your stuff. Saying, hey, Huck, have you been watching some spooky movies? Oh, have I, girl? Oh my Lord, almost too much because I had to watch all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies for the stream last night on Mike's channel. So that was 9 movies. So technically, I've already watched a movie every day plus one for the month of October, and I've seen what else did I see? What other spooky flick? I'm having a brain fart. Well, I mean, I've seen a lot of the stuff in theaters too. So I saw like Never Let Go, Speak No Evil, Strange Darling. So a lot of like spooky thriller movies too. So yeah, how about you? I know you love, getting your little movie combos going and stuff like that. So yeah, this is the perfect time to be watching those spooky movies. Apollo Creed actor was a real stickler for providing his own merch to sign, like his shorts for $50 before signature costs and refuses to sign any other possibly used clothing or gloves. Wow. Did not know that. Speaking of Carl Weathers, of course. Hey, Caveman, what do you mean what's Sue gonna get? I don't know, Caveman. I'm not Sue's keeper. I don't walk around and say, hey, look, there's Sue, Yeah. I want, or do I? What's Sue gonna get? What's Sue gonna get? Hey! What's Sue gonna get? And these guys too. Now the Steelbook crew. Tell him, Sue.
What's Sue gonna get?
What's Sue gonna get? I don't know, but hey! What's Sue gonna get? I mean, I don't know. What's Sue gonna get? I guess we gotta go find out. All right, let's go find out. Hang on, y'all. Let's see. Okay. So I'm calling up the thing so we can go see what she's gonna get. Because Caveman wants to know what Sue's gonna get. All right, here we go, y'all. It is a much better day for this than last week. Last week, I didn't even have to scroll. I couldn't even move the screen like that because there was so few to show. But here you go. Right out the gate, y'all. We got Maxine on 4K. It also reappears here in Blu-ray form. Also, A Quiet Place Day 1, which I really enjoyed. It's very good. The Seventh Victim. Arcane, that animated show which here is fantastic. I still haven't seen it yet, but I hear it's just so good. Season 1 on 4K. Sleepy Hollow, a new Steelbook, which still looks super nice. It looks really good on 4K. A lot of 4Ks here. Devil. Kinds of Kindness. Is that? Yeah, it's just Blu-ray. Exhuma on 4K. So yeah, Quiet Place Day 1 has obviously got a Steelbook and a regular slipcover version, Friday Night Lights. I don't need that on 4K. I literally scored that at the Dollar Tree for $1. So I still haven't watched it yet. So I just want to live on that bargain, you know? Yeah. So that's got obviously a steelbook and a slipcover as well. Quiet Place Day One's got all kinds of releases too. Look at that. What do we got here? All kinds of stuff. Yeah, I don't like that. The sound wave, it's just the sound wave. Here, let's see if there's anything hiding in that sound wave. Oh, clever. So it looks like a sine wave, but it's the city and the reflection in the water and the things falling. So yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, when it was shrunk down, it looked like just a sine wave, but because, you know, it's all about sound in there, in the movie. But there you go. So anybody picking that up? I would like to pick that up. We'll certainly wait for a deal. I know it just came out, so it's not going to be discounted here on Prime Day, I'm sure. What else we got here? Robot Dreams, Late Night with the Devil. Just going to start scanning down here. I like this Five Nights at Freddy's. Let's check this out. It's pretty cool. Steelbook. Look at that. That's pretty rad looking. I didn't care enough for the movie to own it, but if I did, this is what I would get. That's a pretty fun steelbook. Nice, y'all. Let's see what else. She's going to interview with the vampire, the TV show. Okay, so that's not the Tom Cruise movie. The Strangers 4K Steelbook, Las Vegas, the complete series with James Caan on Blu-ray. That's pretty great. And there's the 4K 2-pack that Dave was talking about earlier. You Get Out and Us. I wonder why just the 2-pack. Why not throw Nope in there? Like everything else, like when you get the Blu-rays, there's a 3-pack. Yeah, it seems kind of weird that it's just the 2 movies and not all 3. Just do a quick little scan down. You got Winnie the Pooh 2 Blood and Honey sequel. There's Arcane again. Different versions of that. Harold and the Purple Crayon on Blu-ray. I'm just doing anything of note. Well, this is interesting. What is this Maxine one here? So is this the Lionsgate Walmart exclusive? So what makes that? Is that just the slip cover? Maybe that's just the slip. It's very interesting that they put it in the X because, you know, this is based on, you know, from the X. We call it the X franchise or the Ty West trilogy. So interesting. That's kind of cool. I don't know if that's like something that would like make me go there instead because I kind of like, I mean, as cool as that is. So do you guys like that or do you just like that? What's y'all's preference? Let me know. I mean, personally, I like this one because I feel like this fits the movie better, the tone, because it's her wanting to be a star and you got the lights. And I like this one because personally, I feel like that's more of the movie, whereas the other one does feel like it's like a tie-in to X by having the big X on there. Yeah, but both are cool. So there y'all go. That's what's coming out, my friends. That's what's coming out. So let's see. What would Sue get? Let's talk about, I think, Maxine for sure. Quiet Place, Day One. Maybe the Sleepy Hollow. If she didn't, I don't recall if she got the original steelbook, you know, the one that's like opens up like a book. So if she missed that, I'm very confident Sleepy Hollow. And, you know, my boys, my steelbook crew, they love steelbooks. So, look, we got Sleepy Hollow. They'll be getting that. You got Quiet Place. I'm sure, like, Tony, I think Tony's going to pick that up. What else? What other steelbook? Maybe Five Nights at Freddy's. I would say maybe there's got to be at least one of the boys in the steelbook crew that dig Five Nights at Freddy's because it's a very cool-looking cover. And I've seen them buy stuff just because it's a cool cover. So I would lean onto that one. So, yeah, there you go. What y'all gonna get? Pardon me while I take a swig. Oh, so good. All right, y'all. With that down, who am I doing, y'all? So there you go. Okay, man, that's what we're doing. I met Christopher Lloyd and Thomas Wilson years ago. Got him to sign a Clue picture. See, that's the other thing too. I usually, this is what I love to get. I love to get the picture of the artist that I'm getting so they can sign that because I like seeing their image with the signature. So something like this, yes, I could have gotten like an individual photo of each person, but I just felt because my intention at the time was to do it all on the poster. I didn't purchase any singular photos of each person. So by then I'd already gotten Thomas F. Wilson's signature first at the Hollywood show. So I'm like, well, let's just get them all on one thing. Plus, I think when you go to sell this, you know, it's going to be good. When I mat it, make it look super nice. Yeah. But Clue, man, I love Clue so much. Like if they charge less, it'd be great to get multiple signatures. There's people getting multiple signatures. I'm like, I don't know what kind of job you have, son, but I wish I had your job because I no way could even get more than one signature. Maybe Leah Thompson, because she was nice. She was charging $60 for a signature. That was it. Chris Lloyd, Michael, they were in the hundreds. So it's like, woof. Woof indeed. To sub to Corey. Yeah, there it is. If Corey didn't put the link there. Sorry, y'all. I'm losing my voice. Vangal says, I've seen people wait 2 hours or longer. Yep, that's what it was like, bud. Brutal. Already subbed to Corey Caveman. His channel's awesome. Yeah. Hook. What's going on, Cinema Man? Laren's here. Laren. What's good, yo? But have you subscribed to this guy? This guy. Yeah, you got to subscribe to Guy, man. Guy's the dude. You guys having a good time? Let's see. Hey, Laren, Jeff. Good morning. Joker 2 was amazing. Whatever, Mike. Mike, I hope it wasn't too much for you last night. I feel like you like a little like good banter, so I was trying to provide that. Like, yeah, you gotta let me know. I mean, maybe that's why you bring me on, because you know I'm gonna do that stuff. But you know, I could not go there and just like sit quiet while everyone talks. I like to stir it up a little bit. But yeah, I'm glad you liked it, Mike. But for me, definitely not ready for a rewatch. That's a one and done for me. The Penguin is great. The Joker is not, but it's a sequel that didn't need to be made. But we can say that about a lot of movie franchises. Yeah, that is so true. Yeah, and look, it was only made because first we made $1 billion. They kept hammering Todd Phillips to do a sequel, and this was his sort of like way of saying, I don't want to do your sequel, but so this is what I'm going to do. Kind of a bad attitude to go into something with $200 million, but okay. Yeah. Let's say, hey, Mike, interesting video this morning. I felt Joker 2's story and tone was similar to the first. Yeah, I mean, the tone is similar other than the music. Character progression made sense, but the direction is how they decided to tell the story was different. Both awesome in their own ways. Well, I mean, I disagree. Well, here's the thing. For me too, Mike, I'm also the person who just liked the first Joker. I didn't love it at all. I thought it was an okay movie. Again, very dark, depressing subject matter. So I didn't find it to be a masterpiece. I liked it, but by the time I saw it, because everyone had just hyped it up to, everything, I was like, okay, it was good. I don't need to rewatch that movie either. So I've seen the two Jokers. I'm good. It's no Dark Knight Rises. Right, Mike? It's his favorite movie. If you would like to subscribe to fellow geek John Doe, here he is. Yes. Go to Jeff's channel. Snub it up. He's worth snubbing too. Of course, bud. That's what we're here. Share some love. Get some people's channels, some extra subs this morning. Look, if you just get one sub right now, that's good. Hisham says, remember the Phantom of the Opera, Sweeney Todd, Demon Barber of Fleet Street? It was a musical, but nobody complained. Yeah. Well, first of all, Phantom of the Opera is a musical and was promoted as such. What's happening is things like the recent Mean Girls. When you watch the trailer, they don't even sing. They don't advertise it as a musical. They didn't really advertise this as a musical. Word just got around that it was a musical. So it's because in this day and age, I don't understand why they don't, because like Chicago is the last one I can remember that was advertised as a musical and did very well, won the Academy Award, and Catherine Zeta-Jones won the Academy Award. It's like, audiences don't dislike musicals. We like a good musical. I mean, the fact that it's not in like a big thing like it used to be is fine. But to me, you can still put out a musical, advertise that it's a musical, and let's go watch it. Those of us who love musicals are still going to go see the musical, right? So you need to cater to that audience. If you're going to hide the fact that it's a musical and people sit in the theater and then they start watching a musical and they're like, what is going on here? I had no clue that this would. You've got to stop doing that. And I think that is a little bit of what happened here with Joker. Is in the trailer, it's not really advertised like this. And so anybody that was expecting not this is why the box office is what it is. Because this movie isn't advertised as the movie actually is. So it's rubbing some people the wrong way. That's what I think. That's in my humble opinion. You should check out Davey Deathray, Caveman. He's awesome. That sounds cool. It's a lot of fun over there, Eli. Yeah. I really like the Joker, but I feel like it worked so well as a one-off. I did too. Like I said, I enjoyed the first one enough. Pardon me. Didn't really care to see it again, but the second one, I don't know. I'm just a big fan of Joker and Harley. And in this movie, it's a totally different Joker and Harley. That it's just not them. It's not a story about Joker and Harley. It's just these two people. And honestly, if you see the movie, you guys just tell me. And this is not a spoiler, ruin it. Like, so she plays Harley, but Lady Gaga's almost every word she speaks is to Arthur, to the point where I'm like, is she real? Like, does she even exist? And that doesn't ruin anything because that's just that's my own question. This isn't even, and I don't think that's the case because there was like one person she speaks to that looks at her. So I'm like, oh, so I guess she's real. But because there's no interaction with other people, it feels like she's in his mind. You guys tell me. I mean, that's just when I left. I mean, I don't know. Is she? I don't know. It was not for me. I got Quiet Place Day One, which I love too. 4K Paramount Presents. Yeah, Paramount Presents 1 is super cheap right now too, y'all. Bad Boys Ride or Die. Nice. Look at you, man. Body double. Crushing it, Kyle. You know what movie I want to see is Conclave. Really bad. Yeah, Conclave looks good. A lot of talks about Ralph Fiennes. Who else we got in that? John Lithgow. Could be some Oscar noms for a lot of people in that movie. Plus, the courtroom stuff is so 90s style movie making. I think the attempt most films is good, but the execution is bad. Yeah, I know it was all 90s. Yeah. I don't know. I've seen better courtroom drama. Honestly, still the best courtroom stuff is A Few Good Men. Can't beat that. Such a great courtroom drama. Huck, what's your most prized autograph? Yep, it's that one right there. It's Elvira. 100%. I mean, I got, hello. What's in this cup, y'all? I mean, I've got some bigger stars than her, but I just love her. I love Elvira. She was super charming when she signed it and she talked to me, and I just love her. So, and this comes out every Halloween. Although I had a panic attack because I could not find it. Turns out I had another 8x10 sitting on top of the glass, but I thought it was under the glass. And it was actually John Schneider from Smallville. So finally, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to take every glass off and look under every photo in case I put something on top of her, which I would never do because it's blasphemy. And as I picked John Schneider up, the photo just fell because I had taken him out of a glass to put Gigi Edgley in the frame I had, John Schneider. So when he peeled off and hit the ground, there was Elvira. I'm like, oh my God. I swear, I was looking in the garage, y'all, looking under my bed. I was looking everywhere. And it was sitting there because John Schneider was just sitting on the glass, not on top of her, because I would never do that. But it's way too much information about Elvira, but there you go. That's the one. That's the one. Hey, JD. I think people were expecting a Batman-like story for the Joker, but it's an Elseworld story. Should DC stop Elseworld movies? Well, I disagree with that, Mike, because the Joker was already not a Batman-like story. The first one was 100% and had nothing to do with Batman. And this Joker, they even said, will never meet Batman. So even the sequel, I don't think anyone was remotely expecting Batman to show up, just because this universe doesn't contain a Batman. It just doesn't. And I'm not going to give away the ending, despite the ending I thought was ludicrous and silly. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what people you think would be expecting that, because I think this Joker series has pretty much teed itself up as a non-Batman universe. So, because I mean, there was already a hint of a Joker in the Batman, and it's certainly not this one. Hey, caveman, picked up the Hitch on 4K. I got that too, right back there. I got the same one, man, from Second Sight. Whoa, I cannot wait. I opened it, take a look at it, smell it, sniff it, rub it all over my face, but I have not seen it yet. Don't forget the Superman documentary wide release. Is it getting a wide release? Hang on, because I'm on boxoffice.com. That's where I get all my stuff, and it does not say that. Let's see. Maybe it's coming up. Because it says on the 11th, these are all the movies. I just did 3 of the big ones. Saturday Night, Piece by Piece, We Live in Time, Bad Genius, Average Joe, Dusty and Jones, Terrifier 3, The Last of the Sea Women, and My Hero Academia, You're Next. And as I go all the way down to the 18th, I still don't see Superman documentary coming out. I wish it would, because it was only shown 2 days out of the week, which was a Saturday and a Wednesday, both days that I couldn't make. And then it was out of the theater. So, but I'm on the lookout, Mike. If you see that pop up, like send up a flare for me, because I got to go see that. Larry, my dude. So everyone, please smash the like button. I think DC is in good hands as long as Matt Reeves has total creative control with no interference. Yeah, I mean, when the people give you the money, though, they might want to interfere just a little bit. But I mean, for the most part, his movie also did very well, and I don't think they're going to mess with that. Just like they didn't mess with Todd Phillips. Like, oh, you gave us $1 billion movie? Do that again. We trust that what you're doing will be just as good. Whoopsie. Sub to Mike. There's Mega Mike. So that way you can go to Mega Mike's channel and go check out our Nightmare on Elm Street stream from last night. That's pretty good, Eli. Yeah. Expecting Joker, not Sweeney Todd. Matthew Lillard is the host for Killer Cakes on Prime. Oh, nice. I love those cooking shows. My wife watches those all the time, Van Gool. Yeah, I'm always walking in. She's watching like horror, Cupcake Wars, and all that stuff. Excited that Zack Snyder is back with Warner Brothers. It's cool. Yeah, I'd like to see a season 2. I have the same birthday as Christopher Reeve. What? Nice. That's cool, man. See, you got a cool guy. See, I got Steven Seagal. Oh, well. What are you going to do? I love the Penguin Show. It's good. I just finished episode 3. Yeah, I still got to see that. Craig, what is up, dog? And there's all my affiliate links I'm dropping in here. As Deadpool and Wolverine Oscar worthy or not? No, not really. Now, maybe for some things. I think maybe like effects. It could get in there. Maybe some makeup as well. Since you didn't have Taylor Swift in there as Dazzler to put a song in there you can nominate, because they reuse songs. You can't nominate something like Madonna's song that they used. It has to be a new song written for the film. So I don't think it has that. But it's for Best Picture, no, not at all. Honestly, I would like to see Jackman nominated for supporting actor, but I think there's just so many big things coming out with supporting actors that are just going to dominate him. I mean, look, if you could nominate Patrick Stewart and Logan, who was freaking phenomenal, not only should have been nominated, but should have won. I don't even think we're going to see Hugh, unfortunately. So I think maybe in some technical aspects, Hisham, yes, it could be Oscar worthy, but not in the top tiered stuff. I just don't think Hollywood looks at that kind of movie in that way. Hey there, driving home, listening to you at the same time. Awesome, Maria. Keep us in your ear holes while driving. Stay safe. Amazon Associate website. Yeah. You set up how they pay you. Yeah, I get paid $10 increments, but you'll get an email. Really? You'll get an email to add the funds to you, my wallet. Okay, well, I could be sitting with some good credit, dude. I will look into that. I'm gonna do a little screen cap right there. Have to remind me to go look into that. I'm happy today. Amadeus finally coming to 4K. Amadeus. Excellent. That's a good flick. Good performances in that too. DC is in the worst shape. Why do you think that, Kevin? Let's see. The last 9 films have flopped at the box office. James Gunn isn't going to turn things around for DC Studios. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say that. Like, we can't. I think it's unfair to instantly just condemn James Gunn because he's great. He's a fantastic filmmaker. The 3 Guardians movies are fantastic. They have such great tone, energy, those stories, the writing, the acting. It's all great. And you got to remember, too, those 9 films you're talking about was in a whole different atmosphere that was kind of started by Zack Snyder. And from the get-go, it wasn't successful like it should have been. But like that Man of Steel was just the tone as a Superman fan. I'm more of a Superman fan than Batman. That was not a great Superman movie, though some would argue Man of Steel is fantastic. It's the best. But to me, it had the wrong tone about it. And it wasn't until, and this will just sound weird, and I don't mean it this way, but he starts to become the Superman that we know in the Justice League movie. So you had Batman B versus S, then the Justice League. He comes back and he's a little bit brighter, got a smile and a wink and all that stuff. So he was there where, like, that's where the Superman that we want is just starting to come, and then we've lost him. Like that's it. So that's the thing is Zack Snyder didn't set the correct tone for that character. And because of that, DC was always struggling to find its legs against Marvel. Now that it's sort of, this is a big year of no comic books. You finally get Deadpool and Wolverine is the only comic book movie this year from Marvel. And we're not going to get anything from DC until Superman. So if this Superman is what we're hoping for and looking for, and it kicks ass, if anybody, I would say this for you, Kevin, if anybody can turn it around, it's James Gunn. But if he can't, I think DC's days in the cinema need to hang up for a while and just go to TV. Go do what they're doing on Max, with Penguin. Just start doing shows to bring, if you want people to come to your service, give us like a Superman and Lois is on CW, right? Well, once that's done, do a brand new series of Superman or all the other characters. Just put them all on your show, on your channel. You want subscribers? Let's just do that. If the cinema world isn't working for you, do that. Boo Becky Bob is doing great so far with the slides. I know, right? My boy Bob. I never lie. I'm chomping at the bit for episode 5 to drop mere hours. Look at you, chomping at the bit, monkey. And you'll watch it over and over. Can't get enough of that Agatha. I'm really waiting for Star Trek Next Generation. Blu-ray set to drop down to 85. It's still at 106. Really? That's a good one, man. That's a great set. I got them individually right over. Let's see where they're right down there. That's my Next Generation right there. So I got all the individual seasons. As they came out, I waited for them to drop into the 30s, which was good because, I'm also spacing that out. And then they waited a few months and put out the next one. So it was affordable. But yeah, if you're getting them all at once, get that sale, man. Keep your eyes open during the sale time. Wednesday. So about 40 hours, I think. Well, goodness. If 36, someone please do the math for me. I cannot do math on the spot. They have all 3 Star Trek Picard seasons on Blu-ray, set for 45. We'll just round up. I just wanted to know, is it worth it? This is what I'm going to tell you. Look, here's the thing. That's entirely up to you. For me, I mean, that's a good price for 3 seasons of a Blu-ray. I personally would never get it because I did not like seasons 1 and 2. I thought they just missed the mark. They didn't have, the right tone, the right mojo. Look, in season 1, one of the characters literally commits murder, not Picard, but someone in the staff there. And then they're back the next season. Like, imagine if in the Next Generation, Deanna Troi murdered somebody in season 1. and yet they kept her character throughout the remainder of the series. Would you be okay with that? You'd be like, why? She would be court-martialed. Why is she still here? And so with that kind of writing, I was like, God, I don't like this show. Now, season 3 comes around and blows me away. Like, hands down, one of the greatest seasons of TV, sci-fi TV for me ever. It was great. It's exactly what I think the whole series should have been, which is that sort of connection and camaraderie. And it's not fan service. Don't get me wrong. Just because the original crew shows back up in season 3, the way they're brought back and the story that they have for that crew, it was great. I loved every second. So I wouldn't get that. I would wait and see season 3 to go on sale for a really good price. And I personally, I would just buy that, because you don't even need seasons 1 and 2 to enjoy seasons 3. Yes, there's maybe some tiny Easter eggs because they have to sort of explain some of the stupid things they did in the first 2 things, which were irrelevant to do. So, yeah, I would personally just get season 3. But as a deal, if you're a fan of all the seasons, again, this is just me, that's a good deal. I'm not sure my family cares about most of my collectible stuff. I think, I hope they can maybe cash in on some of the things. I like how we think that way, bro. It's like, yeah, when I'm gone, I'm going to put them in Easy Street. Honestly, I have so much crap. My wife would just be like, oh, just have an estate sale. Whatever you want, just take it. Like, if it doesn't sell by the end of the day, if you want it, just take it. I think that's how she would be. Just take it. Hey, buddy, he says, I like how you gave Nightmare on Elm Street a star. Thanks, bud. Look, I'm sorry. I just didn't like it. The tone. Oh my God. So Freddy's coming, and we've got to do something. We've got to do something. Do you understand? So what I'm doing here is I call that whisper acting. And if you saw the thing, I can't stand whisper acting. It's like you're trying to be so dramatic that you barely speak. Like, there's no one. It's not like you're in a crowd in church, or you're saying like the code on your phone and you don't want somebody to hear you, so you're talking at this low volume. It's literally 2 characters in a car together talking about this demon that's killing their friends, and they're whispering to each other in the car. I'm like, that is so unrealistic. They would be terrified, and your emotions would be here. I don't care how introverted you are. This was my argument last night on Mike's thing. How introverted you are going to start to snap, and you're going to start talking like this. Dude, there's a demon. I don't know what you're doing, but I have got to go get this Freddy Krueger, right? That's just how people would be. They will not listen very carefully. When I tell you this, it's going to freak you out. Nobody acts like that. I don't care. So Runa Mara, who I like, does that the whole time. And in no way do I think she's and it's the same character. She's playing Nancy, the same one that Heather Langenkamp played. And Heather is so much better in this role. She acts like how kids would act during these times. So yeah, boo, half star. I'm glad you liked it. Thanks. Were the excuses now Joker Folie Dude didn't have no woke agenda and still bombed? Who's laughing now? I don't know who is laughing. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, Michael, what is good, man? Good to see you. Michael, 101591. Doing good, bud. I really want to get the West Wing on Blu-ray. There you go. But I want to drop down in price. Oh, it's $150. Yeah, to $120. I mean, I eventually could even hit $100 if it's not selling well. Started watching the show HBO Max. I'm enjoying it. It's a good show. I want Magnum PI to drop in price. I've got my A-Team. This is my 80s, y'all. Got my A-Team. Got my Miami Vice. Got my Quantum Leap. All those were like really good deals. I got you there. I got my Friday Night Light 4K. Nice. Like I said, I got the $1 Blu-ray. I need to see the movie first. I will not buy the 4K of that unless I am so blown away that I must have the 4K. And look, y'all, I love my Blu-rays. Can I just say, I watched the entire Nightmare on Elm Street series on that Blu-ray set that they have out. And so if you don't own that set, only the first movie is on its own disc. And then 2 and 3 are on the same disc. 3 and 4, same disc. 5 and 6, same disc. So they stack them, and I thought, oh, man, that's going to look terrible. They're going to compress them to fit them both on there. They look fine. I mean, I'm sure they could look better, but they look good. They didn't look pixelated. There wasn't like artifacting, if you know that term, around edges of people or anything like that. So I give that like a lot of people crap on that because they're not on their own discs, but just for them to put out, because I got it again. This is a Prime Day. I got that Nightmare on Elm Street. In fact, I wonder what it is. Prime Day for $25. So I got the entire Nightmare on Elm Street series on Blu-ray for like $25. So it was worth it. I thought it was really well done. They got a lot of bonus features in there. And look at that right there, y'all. $29.96 right there. So it's normally $60. I'll give y'all the link there. Now I got to go check this whole link thing, man. See, I thought when I set it up, you couldn't even set it up without doing all that stuff. So maybe it's just been so long. But yeah, there it is for $30. I think that's what I got it for. Let's see. I'll look at my. Oh no, I got it for wow. I got it for $20, y'all. Just looked at the thing. It was on super sale. $20. All the Elm Street movies. So that was worth it to me. I don't need all those on 4K. I do have the original one coming, which I liked a lot, on that cool steelbook. But I don't need this series on 4K. All of them, I don't need to upgrade and spend that kind of money because I enjoy these enough. If I want to watch, like 3 and 4, I loved Dream Warriors and Dream Master. Super good. Best of the series. I would go for the Get Out and Us 4K because I love Get Out. Yeah, Get Out's so good. It is. Get Out, so good. Us, I still need to see. I haven't seen that yet. The X is the representative with the back of her dress. Pretty cool. Oh, the back of her dress. That's so funny. Did I miss that subtlety there that she's got a? Oh yeah. Oh, dude, that's a really good catch. I didn't really pay attention that the straps on her dress are in the letter X. Well, very cool. See, I love learning new stuff. Well done, Eli. Good catch. And plus, it's also, it's from X. There's a lot of tie-ins. Actually, there's a lot of tie-ins with that. It's also Maxine with triple X's, so you got the X there. She was a porn star, which is X-rated movie, so there's X. See, all the double entendre. X is ubiquitous. Hey there, Michael. Please keep Dave at Face of Radio. Yes, I just reached out to him yesterday, Caveman. Prayers in your pocket. Giving has stalled at 6,200. Please share. Yes, there's the GoFundMe, y'all. That's the link for our friend Dave, who's undergoing some chemotherapy. We've all chipped in and tried to help him and his family out. So if you got a couple of bucks you can spare for our friend David, who's really having a tough time coping with this stage 4 cancer and chemo and all that stuff, please head on over to GoFundMe and shoot him a couple of bucks. Help him out. Hey, Collector Movie Man. Let's see. I can't wait for the Penguin TV show to come out on 4K. I don't see why it wouldn't come out on 4K. I think, it's a pretty hot thing. Hey, Huck. When I was reading the autobiography of Patrick Stewart, he said that they were going to do a Picard movie after the end of the show. We'll see. A lot of things could always be said, but things can still also get canceled because Paramount's selling themselves and Skydance is buying them out. And all that stuff can affect anything like that. Fun watch along. Yeah, Rude Abigail. Yeah, it was a fun watch along, dude. It was a really fun watch along, and I want to rewatch it though, because some of it, like where everybody's talking, like I was like trying to listen to the movie, but I could definitely tell I was enjoying the movie. So I went on Letterboxd and gave it a like, and I just sort of tossed on there 3 stars just to kind of log it. Honestly, I think I probably like it more than that, but it's tough when you got like a lot of voices in your head while you're trying to watch these things. But I'm going to watch it again before I actually review it. And I'm pretty sure my stars are going to change. What'd you give it if you want to, unless you're saving that so people go check you out. And feel free, dude, if you want to send your link down here, let people go check out your channel, drop it in the comments, and head on over, man, to Michael's channel and give him a like and a sub, y'all. And let's find out. We'll find out that way. See, we'll tee it up. Don't tell us there. Go to his channel and find out what he ranked it. Although you did that on your channel. So not Letterboxd, right? Going to ask where you're able to. Yeah, I didn't get to see it. I'm so bummed. But I will, as soon as it becomes available anywhere. If it's back out in the theater, if it's on streaming, maybe it's on Max, I don't know. I've seen the Blair Witch Project before. I have, now that I've seen it it never, you don't ever get lost in the woods. I know, right, dude? Yeah, it was a spooky little movie. I like how it was made. When I went and saw it, they played that. Talk about your impeccable marketing. Thing didn't even cost like, I don't know, like it wasn't even $100,000 to make, something like that, and it made $100 million. Like, what? Talk about your profit. I hope those filmmakers are just, they made a deal that they got a piece of that box office, because when it started in the theater I was in, there was no trailers, no promos, no turn your cell phones off, no go get some popcorn. It just auditorium went dark, 5 seconds, and it just came up. The following film you're going to see is found footage. I'm like, oh man, like they took any element that you were in a movie theater out before you started seeing it. Like your brain was instantly about to watch something that really happened. Absolutely fantastic marketing. It was so good. Joker 2 is like R&D. It was like Highlander 2. I wouldn't quite go, but yeah, I mean, I'm with you. Tracy, darling, how are you? Joker 2 was a musical that didn't follow any of the fundamental rules of musical theater in the worst possible way. I was numb and bored at the end instead of feeling any emotions. Girl, that's what I'm saying. I was right there with you. Like, I didn't have fun during the musical numbers because the movie doesn't have that tone. Like, you know, when La La Land breaks into a musical number, it's cute. It's emotional. They're dancing. That's what musicals do. To make Joker, a movie that fundamentally is not geared to be a musical, the numbers don't. Tracy and I are on the same boat. The numbers don't make you feel good. The musical numbers, they don't work that way. This thing works on a whole on its own level, which some of you are loving, which is great. Like Mike liked it, and a couple others here. I'm one of those people who's excited about the Venom Last Dance. Dimension, can I tell you something? I know you'll be mad. I haven't seen any Venom movies yet. Should I see them, y'all? I have a feeling what I'm going to do is wait for that to come out, and then I'll binge 1 and 2, and then go see this. And then hopefully I'll be like, oh my God, Venom was so good. I don't know. I just felt like from the start, it was just a cash grab for Sony because they at the time, I guess, couldn't put Venom with Spider-Man yet. Or they were trying to do a cinematic universe with the Sinister Six and start by doing Venom, but then they didn't even do that. They just kept doing Venom movies. And then, personally, I don't think Kraven the Hunter is going to do well at all. So, yeah, what do you think? Should I see the Venom movies? I'm guessing, Dimension, you like them. I know you're a comic book dude. Mike, you're a comic book dude as well. One musical that I don't think gets enough love is, oh, dude, Moulin Rouge. Caveman, did you know? You teasing me, right? I don't know if Caveman knows, but Moulin Rouge is one of the first movies I saw with my wife on video. First movie in the theater was Lord of the Rings. Yeah, Lord of the Rings. But we love that so much, Caveman, that our first dance was Ewan McGregor's Come What May. Oh, so good. And when the bridal party came out, like, you know, they were introduced, it was because we can't, because we can't, all that from Moulin Rouge. That's how much we love Moulin Rouge. Oh, imagine that in 4K, all the colors and stuff popping and locking. I'm with you, man. That movie looks awesome. Scat, Huck. It's 96 subscribers. Look at that. Well, y'all, if you head over to Collector Movie Man, you're not subbed there. We give them 4 more right now. You could hit the big hundy right now. Go ahead. Leave your link, man. Todd Phillips must hate Harley Quinn because her depiction. Ugh. Thank you. So I feel like I'm being so mean saying that, but yeah, I'm like, it's not Harley. That's the thing, guys. That Tracy and I are completely bonding over right now. Like, and again, I love Lady Gaga. I love her music. I think she's a great actress. Don't care what anybody says. But this is not Harley Quinn. It's a character they're calling Lee Quinzel. Again, they can't even bother to call her Harley because they know it's not Harley. So we're just going to call her Lee because it's not remotely. Let's just move off of it. I'm hurting myself talking about it anymore. Hey, Tracy. And thanks for coming in, Tracy. I haven't seen you in a while. It's always a pleasure. Dimension, I think Venom will be fun. I guess I got to see it. Is the Flintstones the most expensive movie ever made in Jurassic Park? For example, like costumes, dinosaur practical effects, vehicles made for the one. No, I don't think it's the most expensive movie ever made, but it's a visual feast. I think that Flintstones movie is a hilarious, like, interpretation of a cartoon to live action. I don't know. I mean, that's a good question. What is? I mean, obviously, the most expensive. It's going to be one of the avatars. It's probably that second Avatar. I think blows away something like Flintstones and Jurassic Park at this point. Maybe at the time when it came out, it was. I could probably go there without doing any research, but now, no, it's not the most. Sub to terrific nerdy girl Tracy. Yeah, man. Tracy is wonderful, y'all. If you're not sub to Tracy, Caveman's awesome. Left her link. Go check her out. She's the best, man. Love to hear about Elvira. Guess what my most valuable autograph is? Is it also Elvira? It's Simon Pegg. I'm going to go Simon Pegg because you named your kid Sean. I will agree with you, Hug. The ending of the Joker 2 was really stupid. It actually had me confused for a minute. Yeah. I was like, oh, hit your 4K. Maybe the transfer of the year. Dude, I got to put that in then. You know, tomorrow, see, my wife's coming home. So she's off today, too, because it's like fall break for her for 2 days. Brooke my daughter had fall break yesterday. But then on Wednesday, it's all back to me just sitting at the house. I think I'll pop in the Hitcher. It's part of the good spooky Rocktober. I'm hoping to see. Oh, you guys aren't tired of me now? I think you're sick of me, right? Is anybody watching anymore? No one's hanging out. We got 22 though. How much subs? We're not even in. Are we even remotely? Did we crack 10 likes on here yet? 16. 16. That's okay. That's okay. It should be at 2 hours. We should at least be at 25. Come on, gang. Don't let me down. This is my only thing. It's all I wish for every Tuesday is just 25 likes. I'm hoping to see you do some movie swap vids. I hope so, too. I haven't, I say movie swap, I mean more swap meet vids. I will go out soon, actually. It's funny you say that, buddy, because they're closing it down. What? They're shutting the whole thing down, and I think October is the last month it's happening. So you just reminded me I may have to go out this Sunday. Could be my last one, man, unless I can get a couple in this month. But at least got to get one more in. After that, I mean, there's not really any more swap meets nearby. But, yeah, 30 watching, 15 likes. Boo, come on, it's free. Just hit it. That's right, hit it and quit it. Just go. You can go. You're on your way out the door, it's like, oh, Huck, I got to go back to work. Boom, hit the like, take off. It's all good. I appreciate it. My birthday is the week of Taylor Swift's birthday. Her birthday is 13th. Mine's on the 15th. See, that's all good. You can shake it off. See what it did do? Yeah, they did. Yeah, I know the Disney is pushing for Hugh Jackman to be nominated for the best supporting actor. Yeah, it's not going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. I liked him a lot. I think he's great and always worthy. In fact, honestly, I think Hugh should have won an Oscar by now. He should have won for Les Mis, hands down. I'm looking forward to the Dante's Peak. Oh, dude! Let me tell you, like, Dante's Peak, cool. What else? Daylight? Oh, man. I love Daylight. That is one of those, you know, disaster movies nobody talks about. It's one of my favorite Stallone films. It's right up there, like, after you get off the Rockies and the Rambos. To me, you get, like, Cliffhanger in there, Daylight, you know, even Copland. It's not an action movie, but I love Copland. But Daylight. I'm pumped for that. Hi, Adrian. Hello, Maria. Who would have thought that the guy who started at Trauma was going to be such a big name, James Gunn? I mean, you know, look, it's the same thing. Like Corman found all those amazing people. Corman had Jack Nicholson there and Ron Howard, James Cameron, Coppola. They all of these big guys had to start somewhere. And I love that they actually started with people like Troma and Corman and stuff like that. It's fantastic. All right, I know you guys are tired of me yakking. It's like, wrap it up, Huck. All right, so just get the haze out. Todd Phillips has history of sequel flops. Cough. Hangover 2. Rough. Yep. speaking about Flintstones, what I mean is we'll have a gay old time theme song. We'll have a daytime. We'll have a gay time. I'm so confused. That's because back in the day, gay time, it just gay was happy. It was a good time. We'll have a gay old time. Like, oh my God, we're so like that's how the term was used back, in the day. In the 60s when the Flintstones were, we'll have a gay old time. We'll have a good time. We'll have a fun old time, is what that means. So it's just a product of its time. Thinking of finally starting to watch Dexter. Do you recommend it? Girl, I ain't even watched it. That's what I'm saying. Dexter's just one that never called to me, though I know it's great. Like everyone I know that's seen it says it's great. Like Caveman says, love Dexter. So take Caveman's word for it. I think I would like it. Don't know why I haven't watched it yet. Girl, because, life. Like that's what I kind of love about stuff. I sort of love being the guy that says, I haven't seen this thing yet. And people are like, what? I'm like, that's right. Oh, it just kind of sets people off when you say, like, I haven't seen The Godfather. I've seen The Godfather. But you know what I mean? If you say you haven't seen Star Wars, you haven't seen Godfather, you haven't seen Dexter. Like, some people are like, oh, what? I'm like, yeah. I'm still working on Game of Thrones, y'all. Johnny's here. What up, cool kids? Another big dog from last night on Mega Mike's channel when we did the stream for Nightmare on Elm Street. You guys got to go check it out. Me and Johnny, we got all heated, man. We're shaking our heads. We're like, we're not speaking our minds. That's what we did. Right, Johnny? That was funny. Did I miss Huck admitting that the Elm Street remake is a modern day? Yes, you totally missed that. In fact, feel free to go back and replay this whole thing and see if you missed it. Psych. What's up, Maria? Let's see. Do you like Earl Grey? I do love Earl Grey tea, actually. And I blame it all on Patrick Stewart. Didn't even know about Earl Grey. Look, I was just a regular Lipton tea kid. Even growing up, I loved tea. That's why I still drink like tea now. It's tea. But thanks to Patrick Stewart, it's like Earl Grey hot. I'm like, what? Earl Grey hot? What is he drinking? Dude, headed right out to the store, bought some Earl Grey hot tea, man. Love it. But it's all because of literally Jean-Luc Picard. Like, I never would have had Earl Grey if it weren't for Jean-Luc Picard. Definitely watched Dexter, not only for the main cast, I love different villains. Nice. All right, then. Yo, Johnny. Half stars, more than I gave it. Yeah, I couldn't even tell, like, can you give it less? I guess you can just not give it a star, right? Yeah. I don't know. I felt like half star because Jackie Earle Haley's a cool guy. So I'll give it to Jackie Earle Haley. I'll give him a half star. But yeah, for all the things we saw, like a horror, I think you will love the show we did last night. I don't know if you saw it yet on Mega Mike's channel, but yeah, I'm not going to try to scan for it right now. But if you do go to Mega Mike's Movie Man's channel and look for that, you'll just see a lot of us tore that movie apart, especially me. Yeah, I wasn't too kind on that one. Johnny, just sitting here drooling at the idea of finally getting an Amadeus 4K. How you doing? Look at that, drooling. She's drooling, son. Give that girl a bib. Jeff. Thanks, Caveman. She gonna watch it. There's Johnny. There you go. Subscribe to the cool kids over there, Johnny. She was not a good Nancy. Dude, Jeff, I know. See? She wasn't. She was not a good Nancy at all. Heather was, I can't go down the path again, but she reacted like a kid would when all of her friends are getting killed around her. And this other one was just so quiet about it. Was kind of hoping Criterion would release it, but I'll take it. Oh, the Amadeus? That does seem like a Criterion title, doesn't it? Just Moody says, so when Freddy showed up, everyone should act like Shatner. I'm down with that. Yeah, I was like, I can't believe this killer is taking out my friends. Nailed it, by the way. Spot on. You're welcome. Johnny, it's possible they will too, is a UK release. Don't forget your $6 million man set too. Oh, yeah. Dude, that's how I got it. It's right next to me, bro. So I feel that caveman love right down there. It's alphabetical. Not for preference that it's down at the bottom, but it's S. It's on the bottom. But yeah, I'll never forget that. For the longest time, did you notice, Caveman? That was in when I was doing the end morning shows. That was always the shot that I used because I had the bathrobe on. I'm like, I got to use that. I got to use that shot. I'm ending up finding Quantum Leap for 10. Are you kidding? Series at Wally World on DVD or Blu-ray. If that's Blu-ray, Jeff, jump on that. I mean, I would personally at least get the Blu-ray for that. But I mean, $10 though. If you just want to check it out and you're fine with DVD, boy, that's a great deal. They have the Nightmare on Elm Street DVD set for $20 at Walmart. Yep, I've seen that. 30 isn't terribly priced at. So, I saw that DVD set over there, which is a cool DVD set. But I thoroughly enjoyed this Blu-ray set. I know that they double up on the discs, but you don't notice it really. The picture quality was fine. I have just some Blu-rays that are on their own disc that look that good. So, it just shows you whatever they remaster at. So its own disc doesn't necessarily mean they'll do a better job. So, if 30 is okay for 7 Nightmare on Elm Street movies, because 7, you get all 7 because you get the new Nightmare. The only one you don't get in that is Freddy vs. Jason, but I have that in my Friday the 13th box set up there on Blu-ray, which looked fantastic. And then I streamed, thank goodness, the remake, because if I bought that, that would be in my sellback box today. Michael, you got 1 sub. Look at that. Nice. Everyone else, find a mirror. Caveman, you're just the generous link finder. You're so good. Johnny. Tiana, everybody's digging it. All right, I think you're gonna check out Venom this month. All right, I think I may have to do that too then, because I haven't seen it. They have the Venom Steelbook on sale for Prime Day. Ooh, 22, and then they have the second one on sale for 18. Shazam! Still not gonna get them. I want to see them first. If I'm comparing the trailers, Craven looks better than Venom 3. Yeah. Oh, I'll see him because I have the Regal card, so I'll definitely see him. It's funny because I didn't have the Regal card when the other Venoms were out, but I would definitely want to use it for this one. Oh, it's amazing. Moulin Rouge is amazing, y'all. Thank you, Caveman. Uh-oh, almost out of drink, y'all. That means the show is almost over. Hey, Huck, I don't know if you saw my short, but I posted on YouTube, but I will not be doing any collection updates until after. That's fine, man. Look, you got to wait. It's okay. Save up. Make them count. I'll put my link down in the bottom for people who want to subscribe. Thank you. Hello there, Tiana. All right, y'all. Trying to plow through it for you. We're hitting the 2-hour mark. How did we go so long? Because I got the coolest audience in the universe. Okay, Huck, I want to tell you that I was watching the 11th season of Bones. 11 seasons. Betty White was in an episode. Oh, yeah, she's great. She's the best. She's one of our national treasures. Or she was. Still is in our hearts, Hey, come on, people. Smash that like button. For real. Smash it. Subscribe. Click the movie man right here. Shablam. Bubba bam. See? Done. Huck, I wish I had Simon Pegg's autograph. Oh, I don't want to brag, but the most valuable one I have is... Whoa, that's right. Marilyn Monroe. That's right. Marilyn Monroe. Dang. And what is that on again, Maria? Is it like... is it on a photo? Is it on like, I don't know, like an electricity bill? Like I actually see people sometimes, they'll have a contract with a star signature on it or something like that, which I think is very funny. Way to collect an autograph like that. It's on like a letter or a bill or something like that. But yeah, well, what is that Marilyn on? I'd love for you to send me a picture of that. Did you send me a picture of that? I don't remember seeing it. Are you shutting down the swap meet for? Are they shutting down? No, they're mowing down that property. They're shutting it down and they're mowing it down. I don't know what they're going to put there. I mean, knowing Santa Clarita, they're going to put more housing, which we don't need more housing. We already have so many people up here. I wish I had Simon Pegg's autograph. I do too. Oh yeah, is that just a repost there? Yeah, is Marilyn Monroe. That's fantastic. Girl, yeah, I think I would have to say Marilyn Monroe as well if I had Marilyn Monroe. It seems as though Dante's Peak and Daylight always go hand in hand. Yes. I'm looking forward to both of those. Huck, I'd love to get your opinion on The Princess Diaries 3. All right, in production now. It's about Mia's baby brother from the second film, not grown up as a bad boy who needs to turn a leaf to be chosen to be king. Oh, all right. I haven't seen the second one, so I don't know, but it sounds like a nice little trilogy. I have a feeling you're going to check it out. You're excited. You're excited about the Princess Diaries 3, which I love. So you'll have to chime in and let us know. Is that one? That's a Disney property, right? So that'll be on Disney Plus. Tiana, I've only seen the first of the Game of Thrones so far. Can't get past the graphic violence. Neither can my wife, Mariana. She's like, I'm out. She tapped out of Shogun when that dude was boiled to death in the first episode. Spoiler alert. She's like, oh, I'm out. Turn this off. Like I actually had to turn off the first episode and watch it at a later date because that was so traumatizing. So yeah, a lot of that. Yo, how about Huck about to blow a gasket when people mention I mean, Johnny, come on. It was not good. It was not good. I'm just passionate, man. I want people to understand that somebody so quiet and so meek would never have the chutzpah to bring Freddie back and kill. Like the other Nancy? Oh, man. 100%. She wants that dude and she's going to take him out. Find the Nightmare stream is here. There it is. Thanks, K-Man. Appreciate it. That, by the way, the stream that I'm talking about where we talked about all the Nightmare movies, that's it right there. I'm glad you were able to stream and the remake. Yeah, I did save on shelf space. That's for sure. What do you think of Van Damme's sudden death? It's is it really one of the best Die Hard ripoffs? Got the Kino 4K coming in. It's a good one. It's a good one. I have other like Van Damme movies that I like more. Like I love Double Impact because I love the trailer. It says double the Van Damme, double the Van Damage. I mean, come on. If that's your tagline of a trailer, I'm all in. But Sudden Death was one of his good ones as well. So, when he was still at his peak. I need to give it a rewatch, though. I have it on Blu-ray. I don't have the 4K. But, yeah, man, let's give it. I'll give it a rewatch out of October. Like maybe in November, I'll start checking out some action movies or, put a theme on my month or something like that. But, yeah, let's watch that again. That was a fun one. Yo, Johnny Huck, it's a check. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's a check. So it's a canceled check. That's cool. See, that's what you do. So you get a picture of Marilyn Monroe, mat it, put it in a frame, then put the check under there, mat that, and then frame it. So you got the whole thing to put up on the wall. Because that's what I want to do, like I said, with my Back to the Futures. I'll frame that, but then put the logo underneath. And actually, I might even put the 4 photos of the actors. So put Michael, Chris, Leia, and Tom underneath. So it's nice and even, spaced out properly. And then, and then the logo. And make it, make it a real thing. Oh, do you live in the murder capital of the world? No, I don't know. Are we? I don't think LA's murder capital still, right? I thought somebody else took that over. Wasn't that like Chicago or Detroit? Even New Orleans, I heard, was a pretty dangerous place. And that's where I used to be. Murder must just follow me, right? Or I keep leaving murder. When there's too much murder, I just go to another city. Most valuable autograph is Elijah Wood. That's great. Oh, Peter Jackson to Lord of the Rings. Dang, that's good. I mean, I have like big stars too. I've got Ian McKellen, got the Shatner man. I got Richard Donner. I mean, I got some big ones. And that one too is really great. But there's just something special about the Elvira. Let's see. Second film had perfect ending. Before COVID, they had a better plan for the TV show instead of part 3. All right. Cool, man. Well, I hope part 3 kicks butt for you. Autograph on photo, much too easy to fake. Yeah. Asked a couple of Maryland Monroe authorities before buying it. I'll put a pic on the Instagram. Nice. I do. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to see that. Very subdued, Nancy. Look, maybe I'm just not good for streams, man. I get too passionate, Johnny. I know, you and I, it's if something sets you off, you gotta lean into it. You let people know. So, you have an awesome day, cool, man. I will send you a picture and get my cup. Do it, man. Be all like, yeah. It's gonna look just like that. Is that on both sides? Yeah, it's only on one side. That's the mug he's getting, y'all. Noise. Come on, I keep trying to wrap this up. Y'all keep talking. How far down the list did Mega Flop list? You like my Mega Flop list? Hashtag. Let's see. Let's take a gander. Let's take a gander. Where Megaflopolis, which was 6 last week. And this week it is number 10. It dropped 73%. It will not be in the theaters next week. Daniel, how do you ever hear the cat noises in the score during the biggest fight in the Bloodsport? There's cat noises in the score? Is that right? Is that a thing? Like the composer had his cat in the room while he was like doing that? Megaflopolis, nice. Yeah, that's what I coined it last week, Johnny. I was like, Megaflopolis. In fact, that's even in my my thumbnail. I got a lot of thumbs up for Megaflopolis. That was Santa Cruz, aka Santa Clara. Oh, Santa Cruz. I think it's Santa Clara. River capital of the world. Lost Boys reference. Very good. See, in the morning sometimes I miss the references. Nice though, nice. Santa Cruz. Yeah, I visited Santa Cruz and saw the Lost Boys locations earlier this year in April. It's pretty cool. I don't have Ian McKellen. Love that. Yeah, in fact, I had it was a Lord of the Rings book, like a making of book. And so I just turned to the Ian McKellen page and he signed it on the inside. And there's a great photo. If you're not on Facebook with me, go pal around my Facebook page. I have a Celebrities Encounter album there, and you'll see the picture with me and Ian McKellen. We're like leaning up, like face to face, going ooh, like this. Like Ian McKellen's going ooh, like that, and like it's just the cutest photo. Ian was great. So you'll see my photo with Ian McKellen. I like to frame the check so that you can see the stamps on the back. Yeah. I should just frame it with a picture of her photograph. Yeah. Of the photographer George Barris signed for me. That would be cool. I mean, I guess if there's stuff on both sides of that, maybe you'd have to do it in a clear frame so that like it could almost be like just hang it so it just rotates so you can see it all the way around. Soon there will be a GoFundMe for the director. No kidding, right? Thanks for latching onto that Megaflopolis guy. It's cool. Have a great day. All right, guys. Have a good one, Mr. Huck. Guys, I think we've done it. We've hit the 2-hour mark on the nose. What a day. What a pleasure hanging out with you guys, talking about so many things, so much good stuff. I hope you enjoyed today's show. Hope you got well informed on the releases and the box office. Oh my goodness. And how pricey an LA Comic-Con can be. It's torture, y'all. It's flat out torture. Johnny, thanks for also being one of the channel members. I appreciate that. You're my special. You're the last one left, bro. I guess I haven't even checked my thing today. I hope you're still there. If you are, thank you so much. If you guys want to be a member, all you gotta do is go down and hit the join button, help out the channel and good stuff like that. But until next time, get out there, have a great day. Go get your Blu-rays, your 4Ks. What are y'all gonna get? Let me know in the comments below. If you got any cool autographs, let me know also in the comments. Share it so we can all check it out. That's it for today, y'all. You're the best audience in the universe. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming by and sharing your time with me. So until next time, be safe, be kind. We'll see you on the next one.